You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Hi. You got to speak into the mic.
That would make sense. How you doing, buddy?
So 125 episodes and still doesn't know.
Okay, I have the fucking thing hanging over me, and I realized at the end there.
Hanging over you.
Normally, I don't have to hold in the studio.
Right. The
I like convenience.
what's it called? The arm or something.
Yeah, you should know better than I would. So
Well, we've done the exact amount of podcasts, so why?
the name of it.
Yeah,
You're in the
microphone.
You were in the biz. You're not
a
in the
microphone handle, an arm. I don't know, something like
Okay,
that.
how you doing, Bronny?
There's a bug right behind you.
Oh fuck, really?
I mean, just a little one.
Oh, it's nothing. It's fine. We'll leave it. Let it live. That might start the whole termite infestation of the whole building.
Well, there's no wood in this building.
I'm sure there's wood.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in Miami, chilling, relaxing, maxing.
Yeah. Okay.
Brian, you're a weird dude.
Why?
It's so nice.
You're the one that said maxing.
The view is so nice. It's a good weekend. The problem is it's so fucking expensive. You go out to eat. Don't use your teeth.
I have to.
You go out to eat and you do these fancy dinners. What a fucking ripoff.
Well, it's because you go to fancy dinners.
Yeah, that's your
I don't
mother.
go to fancy dinners.
That's your mother.
Price.
I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not lying. No, I don't want to do it anymore.
You say that every week.
No, I don't like.
You go, I can't do it. We go out for dinner, all these fancy places. I'm not
You
doing it
waste
anymore. And then the next week you're like, oh, we're going
$500 on nothing. Nothing, Bronson.
But also, eating out has just gotten
it's a fucking
more
waste.
expensive. Like people, I feel like back, but I don't want to go to that. I feel like back in the day, not in my day, in your day, if you went out to dinner, it was like $10 a person.
But you only went out to dinner once a week. It was a big thing.
When I go out to dinner, even like regular restaurants, we're dropping 30, 40 is a cheap dinner for each person. And that's like a cheap one.
We went for breakfast.
Can you just sit the fuck down, please? Oh my God.
When we went for breakfast the other day, mom and I, it was like $80 right in Midtown. When it was, the place where you get the cappuccino. We sat outside before there. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I
mean, you can say places.
I don't know the name of it.
Old days.
There you go. That's exactly it. So wait, I was just going to say something. Soho House. We went to lunch.
Well, that place is an own ripoff.
$290 for 4 people with 2 poke bowls and 2 fucking salads.
Yeah.
No, but it fucking aggravates me.
I mean, no one goes to Soho for a deal. That's just part of it. That's like being like, I mean, yeah,
waste. Last night was a waste, but I had a good time with our good friends. The waste of dinner.
But also,
it's a waste.
Groceries aren't cheaper than eating out anymore.
Well, these places are too expensive. They're too expensive.
So don't go there.
I don't want to do it.
So don't. But every
I'm
week
casually
you say
ordering like a good pizza. I'd be happy doing that.
Yeah, but then after you would eat the pizza, you would say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I ate that pizza. Why'd you let me eat the pizza?"
I know I do that all the
time. So you just can't be satisfied.
I know. What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
Should I just end it right now?
Yeah.
What
just
would you do?
Suey off the balcony.
Suey, nice, real fucking nice.
Yeah.
And then tell me.
So wait, what time is it? Oh, right there. Look, what time is it?
It says 11:01.
Yeah. What time did I say you were? What time were we supposed to start this? And what time did I say we were going to start this? What did you say?
You think you're like a fucking miracle worker? You said
No.
at 10:30. I said all right.
And I said, all right, but all right, that means 11. And then we're actually
you
you
weren't even ready till just now.
What do you mean? I was sitting here.
No, you needed the computer. You didn't bring the cord.
This was all ready.
No, please. I'm sorry that I had to get up, shower,
No,
get the condo ready, pack up the car, go down and get the fucking laptop because you forgot it, go down and get the fucking cord because you forgot it. So yeah.
Go down and get the cord.
Yeah, so don't worry. What's the big deal?
There's no cord.
What's the rush? I'm rushing.
No, there is no rush.
I'm rushing to do a podcast on my Sunday. That's what I'm doing.
There is no rush. I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm clairvoyant. I know.
Clairvoyant? It means like to have sex in public?
What? No, clairvoyant means you can see the future. You can tell the future. What is having sex in public?
Look up clairvoyant.
I mean, I'm 100% positive.
Okay.
Clairvoyant.
Voyeurism. I think that's what it is.
The magical ability to gain information through an object, person, location.
What's voyeurism?
Voyeurism is when you watch people.
Okay, whatever. No big deal.
Like, did you know that? Voyeurism is just watching people, but a lot of people have a kink when watching other people have sex.
Yes.
Did you see there was that documentary about this motel in I forget even where it was.
Where they watch people?
No, but this guy who built the hotel and was like operated, or it was a motel, like on the side of a road, and he operated the motel, and he built it with a secret hallway that connected all the
in
rooms.
between them. They did a movie
and
about
each
it.
of them was, he had a one-way mirror, or whatever it's called, a two-way mirror, which is the way where it's a one-way mirror.
I think it's
because a two-way mirror would be you both can see.
I guess. Right. I was confused,
You
like
could
with
see
bi-weekly,
through.
bi-monthly. How do you get right?
Well,
Bisexual.
But the thing with bi-weekly is that bi-weekly means both. It means both the things that you're thinking of. It's a bad word. Bi-weekly means 2 times a week, and it also means every other week. It means both of those at the same time, so
Okay.
it's like a shitty word to use. Bi-monthly also means 2 times a month and every other month.
Got it.
Like so when you say it, it's not,
I
it's
understand.
not specified. But this guy built a motel where he was watching people in their rooms.
Could you
every
imagine?
night he would like walk up and down the hallway
Could
and
you
look
imagine?
through his window. I forget what it
Fucking
was
crazy.
called.
They
Voyeur.
did a movie. I'm telling you.
Well, it was a real thing too. Let's see if I can find it.
The Voyeurs Motel.
No, well, that's a different thing. That's a book. Although it's the book about remarkable new report of oh yeah, that might be about it too. Yeah, eccentric motel owner engaging in creepy misdemeanor criminal conduct.
Misdemeanor.
Well, is
Yeah, but
just
that should be-
watching.
I don't know. I think it should be a big crime without people's consent. What if you videotaped? Who the fuck knows?
But I don't think he videotaped.
Hey, Bron, so tell us about your experience at space for the listeners.
Yeah, it was crazy. I've been working with NASA for the last 6 months,
Oh my!
and finally got to go into outer space. And
No, more of this.
okay, so space is a place in Miami.
It's really that one.
It's a nightclub. Did we talk about that I was doing this before?
No,
on
I
the
don't
show?
think we did.
I think we might have, but
I
I
don't
know.
think we did.
I'll refresh the listeners' memories. Or if you're new here, welcome.
Okay, Bronny, keep going, buddy.
It's a club in Miami that my friends and I. It's like a big house music.
It's a
EDM
24-hour
thing.
club, right?
No, I don't. I mean, maybe, but 11 is known as that one.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's huge. I mean, it's like it's 2 floors. But what people do, I mean, a lot of people will go there at like 2 a.m. and they'll just stay. Because I'm jumping all over.
Yeah,
the place.
wow. You sound like you're like a little like had a minor seizure. Go ahead.
It's early and I haven't eaten. Although I just ate some Gouda cheese
And it was
good.
And you've got major ADHD the way you sound like.
Yeah.
Let's start over.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
Club Space is a place in Miami that rhymed. It's a nightclub. A lot of people will go, end their night there. They'll go to another bar and then they'll end up at Space at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
It's a very happening place in Miami.
Oh, you've been?
Oh my God! By the way, why don't you just do the podcast? Let's see how it works out for you.
I'm just.
I know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And the thing is,
Yes,
top
your mother and I
floor-
have been. Just so you know.
Nice. The top floor is open. It's like it's a rooftop. I mean, I think there's a covering, but anyways, the point is that the sun can come in, right? So the light can reach the dance floor. So a lot of people will go there and they'll party through the night into the morning because it then gets morning in there and it's light and it's fun. What we did, which is a thing that a lot of people do too, is that you'll go for the sunrise. So my friends and we all woke up at 4 a.m. yesterday.
Whole groupie, large group, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there were like 20 of us probably. And we went to a friend's apartment by 5. We all got there at 5 and made breakfast and we're hanging out and pre-gaming, as Dad would say. Not pre-gaming, pre-gaming.
Stupid. When are you gonna fucking?
I didn't even
when are you
drink.
gonna outgrow that? Okay, good for you.
But I still pre-gamed, right? So you just think pre-gaming means drinking.
Well, that's what it originally was. You're drinking before to get drunk, so you can go in with being buzzed and not spend as much money on alcohol in the club. That's what it originally
Maybe
was.
that's what it originally was.
Not going to someone's house and just hanging out.
But that's what it means.
Not anymore. No, no.
You've never been to a pregame, so you don't know.
First of all, that's not necessarily true because every time we go out to someone's house and have drinks.
Right. So so exactly.
But it's not pregame. It's just going to someone's house to hang out. It's not.
Okay, so you call it hanging out. We call it pregame.
Right, but pregame it originally was people would drink to go into the event drunk or buzzed, and
also to all meet up and like get the party started early so that you're all going together.
Okay, but you understand what I'm saying. That's what it originally started as, and that was the name.
Okay, Bronson, but I meant it as how I mean it always whenever I say it is just like the pre-event.
Okay, then call it pre-event.
Okay, so at the pre-event, like it's the same thing. It means literally the same thing.
No problem. We're just clarifying it.
Because it's important to start a party early. If you all were like, there's 25 of us, everyone meet at the club individually. We'll all meet up there. Then it's like the first hour isn't that fun because, you have to warm up, you have to get into it. But if you all meet at someone's apartment before and you're all hanging out just your group before you go, and then you all go together.
Yeah, I'd rather just stay in the apartment and even go out to a fucking club with a bunch of strangers, but that's a separate issue.
But that's why you don't do that.
Okay.
But like you just said, you guys will all meet up, your friends, before you go out to dinner or
Mom
something
does
or whatever.
that. I don't care. I'd just rather meet at dinner.
Okay, so Dad's not fun. But we
really, if I'm so fun that if I
fun are you?
That I would probably say 85% of the time, if I wasn't at the fucking event with our friends, it'd be fucking boring for everybody. That's how much fun I am.
Okay,
that's the truth. Ask mom.
Ask anyone.
Ask anyone. Seriously, they all have to get fucking drunk or buzzed in order to have a good time. And still, if I wasn't there, it wouldn't be fun. Just be a regular average night.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we went and we got there at like 6 and then the sun came up and we were there. I left at like 9:30 because I was exhausted, but they stayed there till like 1 or 2.
And then we saw Bryce. Did he tell you?
I haven't seen Bryce since I left space.
You haven't seen Bryce the whole time. Well, you got to trim these.
He was out.
Eyebrows.
He was out all day, and then I was out, and then he got home at 11:30 last night.
No banks.
And I was in bed at 11, so I haven't seen him since 11.
So I saw, we were at, stop.
He's fine.
He wants to go to the window. We were at, what's called Old Days, you said? Mm-hmm. And we're walking the dog, just walking around, and he's there with Jack and 2 girls. And they go, look at the size of that dog. He goes, oh, that's my parents in banks. Like, so you haven't heard that?
I haven't, no.
So
I've spoken to him through text.
So we were talking to him and hanging with him for a little bit. And that was that. And then he came over yesterday around 4.
I warned him not to come over, and I called Mom, and I said, don't let Bryce come over.
Why?
Because he was drunk.
He was drunk. I know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He's been drinking since 4 in the morning.
I told him that. Yeah, he was definitely drinking.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But then it's like, don't go and hang out with Mom and Dad.
Yeah, so they come over, and Jack was cursing. Every other word was the F-bomb out of Jack's mouth.
Okay.
And his shirt was down to belly.
Well, because, so remember, we all had been up since 4 a.m.
And then
they were all drinking. I had like a mimosa at Space.
Yeah, they had a bottle of champagne. They had loads of mimosas at lunch. And then Mom, of course, making them all Aperol spritzers and getting more drunk. Then,
well, I did say, why are you going over? That's stupid. Why would you go hang out with Mom and Dad when you're hammered and you're bringing all these randos with you too? No offense, Jack, if you're listening.
So, and then they left, and then Bryce was to go out last night and watch the game, and of course he fell asleep in the apartment. You didn't even know he was even in the apartment.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
He said that he had to watch the dog or something when you guys went out. That's what he told us in the group.
No, I'm talking about. No, he stayed later in our apartment.
Correct.
Just not to watch the dog. He just stayed.
Oh, he told us that it was to watch the dog.
What?
So he told the group chat, he was like, oh, I'm stuck in my parents' apartment. I have to watch their dog.
Stuck. We had to go. The sodas were here.
Yeah.
We're having dinner, and we're leaving.
He had to watch the dog.
So he goes, do you mind if we stay? And I said, you could stay. Just lock up and take the dog for a walk.
He lied to us. Well, he did say that he walked the dog.
Okay. Because I said, I got to walk the dog. He goes, Dad, do you mind if we stay after you leave? And I'll walk the dog. I said, no problem. Just don't leave any food lying around. That was the extent of it. So he didn't. I leave the dog all the time. I need him to watch the dog.
Yeah.
And then he
was probably just embellishing the situation to be.
He's
funny.
also probably trashed, didn't remember. So that was that.
Okay. I had a good time, but I would never.
It's a one and done. It's a one.
Not never, I guess, but like all of yesterday was shot. You know, when you get up, if you get up at 4 a.m. and then you're out at 5, like I don't mean out of your house, like at a club, you're like going out at 5.
I don't even know what. Right, it ruins your whole fucking day.
The whole day was shot, but
so what's the point?
Because, but
to
like
say you did it, I
no,
guess.
but also like so if you have right, like we had 4 to noon instead of noon to 6 of a day. You know what I mean? Because but like
all right, whatever.
Like I did have I went out for dinner. I had a day. I went to Merritt Park. I shopped. I mean, I didn't buy anything, but I walked around and stuff. So it's like you're just trading the hours earlier than in the afternoon.
Sure, if that's how you want to look at it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like you had fun. Who cares?
Yeah, you only live once. YOLO. You know.
Yes, I understand.
So you might as well say yes to things.
I hear you. I guess as you get older, you realize you'd rather not.
You
be
just
doing
become curmudgeon-y.
No, you just do other things. I would rather not. I'm gonna get up at 4 o'clock to go to a club. I'd rather kill myself.
Well, yeah. If a 50, how old are you? 56.
Yes.
If a 56-year-old married man was like, yes, I want to get up at 4 a.m. to go to a club, that's serious red flags. There's something seriously wrong.
But you
but
can
if
go
a
with
25-year-old,
say I want to do it.
but not to a nightclub.
Look at Banks.
Not to space.
Look at Banks. That's cute.
They're not going to space. You know.
I agree. I don't like large crowds. Look at him. Don't do that. All right. In my condo, you're going to get
2 drips of water on the floor.
Yeah,
Was that your noise? Stomach noise? That just was
No, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, there was like gurgling. This dog really needs to just chill out.
All right.
You should put him on. Like,
Why? He's very happy and nice.
No.
He just wants love.
I wasn't gonna say like antidepressants.
You're like a CBD thing. You're saying,
or just like like anti-anxiety. Or
Yeah,
like not
anxiety,
anxiety.
He just wants love.
Anxiety.
He just wants
medication.
love. He's fine.
He
just
has bad anxiety. I was setting up this stuff here, and you and Mom went to the
No, Banks.
You walked out into the elevator, and the dude was freaking out, and I was like, "You're here with me."
Yeah, but it's you. He loves us more, Bronny.
Right, but that's anxiety.
But just loves us more. We're so good to him. He loves us. Come on. Who wouldn't want to be with Mom and I?
We haven't. It's the middle of March, and we haven't.
It's March Madness. But
it is March Madness.
Good.
We haven't acknowledged and celebrated and paid our respects to International Women's Month.
Yeah, I don't even listen to that stuff. Is there an International Man's Month?
Yeah, remember we talked about this last year and the year before.
Okay.
Because we've been like, International Women's Day, is there a man's day? And in fact, there is.
But they don't celebrate it.
Because why men don't give a shit.
Correct.
But then women would say every day is man's day.
We saw yesterday when we were walking the dog.
I'm just going to ignore him.
Yeah, we saw yesterday look at him walking the dog in Midtown. It was such a dude, but it looked like the girl from The Ring with the hair. Guy's shoulders are broader than mine, with fucking full breasts.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because I was going to say, was it just a dude with long hair? Or was it like a
and
trans?
the hair was, and the voice was as deep as mine, and it was so creepy. He was petting the dog. I mean, it was nice. You didn't know what to do. It was
mental illness.
It was so creepy. It makes me feel uncomfortable talking about it even.
Well, so that person is part of International Women's Month too. They have to be celebrated.
No,
they're a
I
woman.
just think no, they're not a woman.
That's what I wanted to talk about because
What would you like to talk about?
It was a good segue, Dad.
Thank you, Bronny.
Oh shit!
You
put it in the wrong hole. That's what he said. Hold on, let me connect this.
Oh my god! So we were at Zara yesterday or day before. There was so many of these Bronson shirts.
And you didn't get me one?
Nah, I didn't get you one.
You got Bryce a shirt?
Yeah, he's nicer to me.
What? This shirt has shrunk too many times on the wash.
Is it really the shirt that shrunk? Or have you grown into it more?
My shoulders have grown more.
Your hair has, yes.
My shoulders have grown into it.
Yes.
Let me see. So Hershey, like for International Women's Month.
Oh God.
Because what did I just say? What's the name of the company?
Hershey?
Right.
Oh,
so she is in the name.
And her.
And her.
And E.
Well, yeah, that too. And he, technically, the first 2 letters is H-E. But it's like in the name, her and she.
Wow.
So it's like
and women have the XY chromosome?
No, we're Y. They have double X.
Okay.
We have the extra one. That's
gotcha.
good. That's
go ahead.
So like any. Never mind.
Yeah, thank you, Ronnie. I'm proud of you.
So Hershey.
Well, I'm getting hungry now.
Yeah, that's why I just ate some cheese. And because when I don't have food in the morning.
We know you become like a little bitch.
Okay, well, that's real nice. I was trying to do it in a nice way.
Hangry?
No, I just get
bitchy. You could
Sure.
say it. You don't.
But then isn't that good of me that I was like, oh, I need to eat a little bit of cheese? And then now I feel like kicking it and I'm
Great
fine.
of you. I'm so proud of you, Bronny. Go ahead.
That's called maturity.
That's what
But I'm
maturity
getting
is.
shat on for maturity. Hold on, let me find this here. So Hershey like ran this Women's Month. Let's see here.
It's unbelievable.
So they ran a campaign for like International Women's Month that featured like famous women or women who are, making the Hold on,
difference.
let me fucking get this. It's hard to do this with one hand. Hershey Women's. Show you their ad. It was like, women who are making a difference for women in the world. It's called Her.
That's a dude.
It's called Her for She. Right? So Her for She
All right,
is
that's
their,
a fucking
their Women's
dude. I
Month
didn't want to
campaign.
see it.
And so they had all these like famous women that were part of the campaign, and then this was also one of the women that was in the campaign.
It's not a woman.
Faye Johnstone. What does that say? So Faye Johnstone, who's 27, 2SLGBTQIA plus advocate.
Oh, please.
So they added new ones before, right? I just thought it was always LGBT.
Give me a break. Look at
This is
it.
2SL.
I look at that as a dude with long hair.
So this is part of their Her for She campaign.
My name is Faye Johnstone. I'm the executive director of Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See the women changing how we see the future at Hershey's
All right,
Canada.
pause. I've seen that before.
My name-
So this was...
Is that a real Hershey bar they made?
Yeah, so
That's offensive.
the
I think it's
bar
offensive.
is-
That's
it
one minute.
shows-
Hold on, thought. That reminds me of the gay Superman. It ain't gonna work.
why are you offended by gay Superman? And
The
why are you offended by...
cartoon, the
why-
boys, I'm saying.
Right, but why are you
Because that's not
offended by
Superman. It's just Superman. There's other things we talked about. There are other
it-
things by it.
So you don't agree with it, but it's offensive?
Okay, if this person,
Describe people.
well, if
Describe
this
the bar.
person wants to live their life, live your life. We don't need to make fucking Hershey bars that are made. It's chocolate bar. It's in brown wrapping. That's all it is. It's a Hershey bar. A Twix bar is a Twix bar. Fucking M&Ms are M&Ms. They're bringing
Twix, more like Twinks. That's a gay person.
They're bringing it way
was a good
too.
joke.
No, it wasn't. They're bringing it way too far. It's candy. When they say we're going to take the green M&M and not make her so sexy, it's fucked up.
Yeah, that was the downfall of America.
Okay,
I'm being serious.
no, but you know what I'm saying? This is no fucking different.
We'll describe. So the bar now, I guess for this month only, or maybe there's special bars or whatever. It says Her for She instead of Hershey, and there's like a woman
It's not a woman.
picture on it.
What is that? It's not a man or a woman. It's an
Yeah.
androgynous person.
Yeah, it's a very androgynous. It honestly might even have like facial hair on this.
Yeah,
person, but it has long.
and it's
hair.
a white with like light blue. It's not.
well,
even
that's the cookies and cream colors. That's
okay.
the regular.
I never like cookies and cream.
The
anyway.
regular Hershey's cookies and cream looks like that still. It's those colors. So that's not changed. But then they showed, so these are the women that are like part of their International Women's campaign. They're all like very ethnic. This one's native black,
All right,
and
but-
then Indian,
but,
and then
but okay,
that
but
thing.
that scary thing. Listen, that looks like a horror show.
Horror.
This is not offensive. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay.
Well, they also are all
Listen,
women.
No, my point. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a woman.
Yeah.
That's a dude
So it is a
that
trans
put a
person.
nose ring and it make things worse is a fucking ginger.
Yeah, true. That does make it worse. It was a trans person.
It's all bullshit. It's such bullshit.
Let's see. So here this says backlash. So a lot of people, not men.
I saw that
A lot
ad.
of women were like,
And they should be.
"Fuck
They
you,
should be
Hershey.
annoyed.
It's International Women's Month. This is our thing.
They should
and now
be
you're
annoyed.
celebrating men
No,
for
they-
Women's Month. That's
They
the most misogynistic
literally
thing ever.
Should be fucking annoyed.
Yeah. So this says, this is from The Hill. Hershey responded to backlash over the decision to highlight the work of a trans activist as part of its International Women's Day promotion. Critics first began calling for a Hershey boycott last week after Hershey Canada announced the release of limited edition chocolate bars featuring the likeness of 5 Canadian... Oh, I thought it's just a Canada thing, I guess. 5 Canadian women working to build a better future. Among the 5 is Faye Johnson, a trans woman, and 2S LGBTQ plus activists. Oh, here it says 2S stands for Two-Spirit, referring to a non-binary gender designation associated with some indigenous North American peoples.
Oh, stop, Bronson. Move
wow,
on.
so 2S is not just trans, but it's also
But come
Native
on.
American.
Oh, give me a break.
What
What are they playing at Harvard?
Yeah, I mean,
They won a
they would
college
definitely get
application.
in. Many
Fucking
Twitter
retard.
users responding to Johnson's post were congratulatory. Others claimed they would no longer support Hershey because of Johnstone's inclusion. Amy Kramer, that's funny. We know what Amy Kramer too, but this is not that one. The co-founder of Women for Trump. You notice how they just do a Women for Trump thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got to talk about a Trump thing. Just reminded me. Claimed the campaign was disgusting and called for a boycott. Other critics. That's so funny how it says it.
Critics.
No, well, it says other critics, many of whom identified as conservative in their Twitter bios.
Yep. See how the slant? It's
Appear
such
to
a fucking
claim that
slant.
they would be giving up. Some allege the campaign was offensive to women in general, despite Johnstone identifying as a woman herself. But it's like, at the end of the day, she's not a woman.
Okay.
She can identify as one, but she's not.
Okay, she's not a woman. It doesn't matter what you identify as.
Yeah.
She's not a woman.
Yeah, I mean,
How are
here-
people not
here it
offended
says,
by it?
Johnstone responded to the far-right critics she considered a threat to trans rights.
Of course it is.
The reaction to my inclusion as a trans woman in Hershey's campaign shows just how far we still have to fight for feminist liberation and trans rights.
Okay, but it's not feminist liberation.
It honestly, I'm not a woman, and it makes me so
Angry.
frustrated
Yeah.
because it's like,
Women should be angry.
do what you want to do,
Right.
but if you're gonna be trying to take over feminism as a trans person, it's just like let the women have feminism, and you can have trans feminism.
Wait, no.
you know,
but
make your own.
imagine if I tried to become an activist for African American hip hop art.
Right.
Me.
And then
Me.
not only
And
you
if you don't
tried to be,
accept me, if you don't accept me, you're an asshole.
and not only that, but then all of the record labels and all the stuff aren't showing actual black hip hop artists. They're showing you.
Right. Could you
instead.
imagine?
It's like, whoa.
No, could you
Women
imagine?
were the ones that, like, all of feminism was about, like, how women were below men.
being suppressed.
And how men were always taking up all the spaces and women need their own spaces. But now all the women's spaces are literally being controlled by men. It's honestly hilarious.
It's literally unbelievable that people are not offended by it. See, I don't think people care if
They
this,
are.
I don't think people give a shit if that it wants to look like a freak. Do it. Who gives a fuck? I don't
Right?
care.
Like, just do what you want to do.
Don't shove it
Live
in
your
my
life.
fucking face. I don't care what you do.
But then if you're like, not only am I
Oh,
now,
you're sporting the shoes.
he's talking to mom. Who just walked in.
Wow. Let me see. Are the bottoms? They
Dad
taking them
forgets
out?
that a lot of people, this is audio only.
Wow. Look at
Mom
that.
is wearing Chanel sneakers.
Those,
oh my God.
What? No, don't show them.
probably
Very,
not it.
very, very expensive, I'm sure. Oh, my God.
You'll see it on your credit card bill.
And look at the pocketbook. Wow. Do you get sponsored by Chanel?
It's her name. Hershey Chanel.
So she'd be. Imagine if you were like what's up, Chanel? Hey.
Banks is dripping either pee or semen. It's the most disgusting thing ever. Look, he just dripped again. Ew. He's dripping cum on your floor.
Stop, Bronson.
Look, it's
now,
coming
can you
out
wipe
of his
it?
dick right there.
Now take one of the towels there and wipe it.
And it's about to drip, and
Okay, Brian.
it's not pee because it's
No, it's
white.
what he does.
That's what he does. He comes all over your floor, and mom's jerking him off now with it.
Oh, Bronson. Have respect.
Taking the napkin.
Look at
and
mom going to lunch all decked out with the Chanel pocketbook and the Chanel shoes.
But meanwhile, she just touched dog semen.
Wow.
Ew, it's another drip coming. Look,
Wait.
what the hell? Damn, Banks got turned on by mom's sneakers.
Now,
what the
did
hell
you-
is going on?
Did you put the pillows on the bed? Okay. Everything's all right.
That won't happen if
So get him fucking neutered like you neutered me years ago. Okay. Watch this. Wait, you leaving right now? Okay, have fun.
What do you mean, watch
Watch.
this?
Okay, what are you forgetting? Don't say anything, Bronson. What are you forgetting? Okay, good.
What was she forgetting? Okay. I can't believe that there's
All right,
dog
Bron,
cum
move
on the
on.
floor.
There's not dog cum. It's no big deal.
don't do a long one.
Okay,
Okay.
now, sure.
What was I? I
No,
wanted to say
no,
that-
the lock, please. Thank you.
oh.
Brian, how do I change the battery in that lock? I need your help.
You just pop the back open.
Can you help me with
Double
it?
A batteries.
Can you help me with it?
Sure.
Please, seriously.
Yeah, fine.
Thank
It's
you.
very literally you just pop that little black piece off.
I don't
It's
know.
very easy.
Let's pop it off and do it before we leave.
All right.
All right. So wait. So that would be offensive to me.
Yeah, but we've talked about it before. But there's like the whole, there's so many like things that happened this week that have to do with this that I feel like
Look
I'm
how
gonna forget.
ugly.
Yeah,
Fugly.
Well, because it's a dude.
It's not even a good looking. And I bet you
There are
person.
some trans that you see and you're like, I would never have known that wasn't a
No,
woman.
that's
this one
fucking
is fully
ugly.
Yeah. So
It's a dude. It's 1,000% dude.
this episode is brought to you by Manscaped, who, as you guys know, keeps revolutionizing the game. They've, taken every thing that you could want in your bathroom routine and upped the ante. And they did it again because they just came out with a new product, the Weed Whacker 2.0. You guys know we've talked about the Weed Whacker in the past. That's like Dad's like low-key favorite, where he does it's the ear and nose hair trimmer, right?
Yes.
So they just came out with the 2.0 version, which I've been using for the last week or so. It literally just came out. It's great. They improved the blade. They improved the skin safe technology that Manscaped has. So I put it up in my nose, and it sometimes you might like get a little like
A nick.
pull because it's like sucking the hair out kind of thing. But this one, it's great. Gets right up in there.
More powerful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love the sound. I like the sound it makes.
It's satisfying when it zap.
Almost
it's not zapping because it's cutting it, but it sounds like a zap and it feels
like
good.
when the mosquitoes get the flies going.
Right, it's satisfying.
I like. Yeah.
So check that out at their website. As you guys know, we've also been using the new Beard Hedger Pro kit, which is like my favorite thing that they've come out. It's their most premium feeling. You know the one I'm talking about with the beard trimmer?
Yeah.
It's like what a fucking barber uses, like a professional.
It'll put them out of
hair
business.
trimmer.
Yes.
It's great. So I've been using that. And if you get it, so it's their new beard cutter, and it comes with 20 different cutting lengths. So a lot of beard trimmers that you'll buy at CVS or whatever, they come with like 4 lengths. So it's like you can't
It's
really
a real
tailor
professional
it.
piece of equipment with the scissors and the brush and everything else.
Right. So all that stuff comes if you get the kit. So if you get the kit, it comes with like these premium scissors, a nice brush for it, a comb. Those are free gifts that come with it. But then it also comes with all of these like products that you could use for your beard. Beard oil, beard shampoo, beard conditioner.
It's a big
beard
thing
balm.
today. Everyone, men, a lot of men have the facial hair. It's a big thing. It's a great.
And you got to keep it.
It's a
tamed.
must. No,
Yeah.
it's a fucking must. This product is a must.
So head over to manscaped.com. You can use our code DaddyIssues20. You'll get 20% off your entire order. So if you get this Weed Whacker, the new one, if you get the Beard Hedger Pro kit, the whole
The
thing.
shampoo and conditioner for your beard, right?
Yeah, all of it. You can get anything on the website. You get 20% off the entire order and free shipping. So go over to manscaped.com. Once again, the code is DaddyIssues20. You'll get 20% off, free shipping. You'll help your life out for sure personally, and you'll help your sexual life out.
And you want to look good.
Yeah, and you'll help us out. If you're a fan of the show and you're a listener to the show, this is a great way to support the show because it's a great way to enhance your life and it supports the
And it's
show.
a great gift, too, for friends.
For friends, for
great gift.
spouses,
Yep.
for parents, for anything.
Partners. It's great stuff.
Yeah, so once again, manscaped.com, code DaddyIssues20. Where do I want to start? So
And this one's staying far away.
true, the native is like
It's like,
so.
I want nothing to
there's
do with
distance
that.
between her.
Look at it. I want nothing to do with that. Wow.
So there's a sect
International
of
Women's
feminism
Month.
now
Give me a fucking break.
called TERF, but we've talked about it. Trans exclusionary radical feminists, meaning like they're feminists and they're part of feminism and they're going to fight for women's rights, but it has nothing to do with trans women.
Nor
They
should
aren't
it, by the way.
including-
Nor should it.
Yeah, but now it's become so. A lot of people now are like they'll put TERF and racist in the same sentence, right? They'll say like if you're a TERF, you're wrong, you're offensive, all that stuff. So now all these women are being attacked.
I would be a TERF
yeah.
if I was a woman.
All these TERFs are being attacked by the media now because of like they don't include trans
Who gives a
women
shit?
in their thing. One of them, like the biggest one, is JK Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter books.
Really?
She's like one of the biggest voices for TERFs.
She's in favor of TERFs.
She is like the lead
She's
voice.
good for her.
of-
Good for her.
She's like says I'm a full-on feminist, but I will not fight for the right of trans.
Good for
women.
her.
You're not.
I
Women.
agree
You're not part of it.
1,000%.
But then there's all this shit. So I'm just going to Google JK Rowling and you'll see because it's been in the news recently.
Because I just want to say one thing. I need the people to understand this. I don't have an issue if someone's becoming transgender. I don't care. I really believe, even with my somewhat of my strong opinions and whatever, I think live and let live, right? That's been our motto. We don't care. People should be happy and do what they want to do. Completely support that. But stop. When do you draw the line? It's enough when you shove it down. It's like the analogy. If I'm become a black African-American hip-hop artist and you have to fucking support me in my position. I know nothing. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's offensive. It's so offensive. All right, thanks, go.
It is offensive to women.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
enough already.
It's just wrong.
And it's more offensive when these companies take these positions to do this for really for the benefit of business. That's all they're doing. It's going to backfire. And it being shoved down our throat. It's offensive.
So JK Rowling for years has been vocal about her TERF ideology, whatever. And
It's like a turf war.
said, yeah, like trans women do. She's been like, just what you said, like live your life, do what you want. It's totally fine.
enough.
I have no problem with you. It's fine. But within feminism, like we have to make sure that women's spaces are protected. It's even like, like remember we talked
Men
about
in
that
sports
spa?
is transgender in
Right,
sports.
exactly.
Enough already.
That shit too. Remember we talked about that spa in LA?
It was
in
ridiculous.
Koreatown, where it's like
Offensive.
the trans woman was in the women's bathroom with young girls and like her dick was hanging out.
So
and people
bizarre.
were like, this can't happen. Like this is a women's locker room. Like we need
uncomfortable.
to keep this safe.
Yep.
So that's basically all that she's saying. But it's become a new
And I
thing.
think there's something, I know it's going to come out wrong, but I think there's something a little off with your brain if you're a dude who wants to become a woman.
well,
Like, you don't know what it is. If
so
it's
there 100%
sexual,
is something wrong.
Is it you?
That doesn't
so
mean it's
I don't,
bad.
No, I don't want them. If I had a daughter, I don't want them in a fucking men's room. I mean, a women's room or a locker room. You don't know what's fucking going through their mind. It's creepy. It is creepy.
I mean, I'll say it right now, and I've said this before, and I'll say it to a trans person.
I'll say it again.
It's a mental illness. That doesn't mean it's bad, right? Like depression's also a mental illness. I know people who have depression or anxiety or whatever. I don't look at them any worse. It doesn't mean that they're less of a human or worse than someone who doesn't have a mental illness. But if you think that you're in the wrong body, let's say you even are in the wrong body, that still means that something's wrong with you.
100%.
That's okay. It's fine, but
100%.
something is wrong with you.
Yep.
It's not the normal way. And a trans person should agree with that because they also feel that they're in the wrong body, the word wrong. So it's something's wrong with their body.
I know, it's fucking ridiculous.
But a lot of people and the media and shit like has destroyed JK Rowling and is like boycotting Harry Potter.
Does she really give a shit? It's worth billions. Give me a fucking
Right,
break.
but the thing is, like the fan base, a lot of the fan base has like gotten rid of her and kicked her out of the world of Harry Potter, and it's like she created the whole thing. What are you talking about? But so there's this new Harry Potter game that came out last month, and it kicked up all the controversy again because she wasn't associated with the game. It was just like branded Harry Potter, like she didn't, wasn't involved with it. And the game creators added a trans character into the game to like appease all the fans
Are
who
you
were like,
kidding me?
fuck JK Rowling.
She should sue them.
But then a lot of fans were still like, fuck this game. We're boycotting the game because they were like, it's a Harry Potter thing and JK Rowling is a TERF. And so therefore we have to boycott this game. And it's like this whole crazy. I mean,
I
look,
don't think she really cares.
I just Googled
give me a
JK
break.
Rowling and look, it's all the witch
Thanks.
trials of JK Rowling. JK Rowling reflects on trans controversy and Harry Potter fan backlash. That's 11 hours ago, 2 days. Like JK Rowling's brutal reality check to haters, royalty checks help her sleep. That's funny. This is from Variety. Let's see because this is JK Rowling on her controversial comments about transgender. JK Rowling said she knew her comments about the trans community nearly 3 years ago would land a hand grenade.
Wait, I have a question though. Why can't she have an opinion that's opposite of what someone else's opinion is? Why is it going to be, it's a grenade, they boycott? It's a fucking joke.
Because that's not the world
I
that,
know, no,
that
but
they
if
live in
people
now.
boycotted transgender, you know what I'm saying? People are allowed to have difference of opinions and whatever. He wants to get in here. It's unbelievable.
So she said, I absolutely knew that if I spoke out, many people who would love my books would be deeply unhappy with me. Personally, it had not been fun. It has not been fun, and I have been scared to touch my own safety and overwhelmingly for my family's safety. Time will tell whether I've got this wrong. I can only say that I've thought about it deeply and hard and long, and I've listened, I promise, to the other side. Let's see. It says...
Could you imagine this is what she has to say? Because she has a difference of opinion. You don't see a problem with that?
So, yeah, I mean, and she tweets about it. She said... one of her tweets says, if sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth. Which, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So she'll say, I mean, but now people won't even say there's same-sex attraction. Like gay people, they won't, or the LGBT community doesn't say same-sex attraction. They just say like, it's all non-binary. It's all made up.
It's such a crock of shit.
It says she was lambasted by many people who viewed her comments as antagonistic towards trans women. The attacks from the left hit it differently than conservatives. Looking back, she has no regrets.
Not political, guys.
She said, I stand by every word I wrote, but the question is, what is the truth? And I'm arguing against people who are literally saying that sex is a construct and that it's not real. At another point, she regarded those who refuse to debate gender identity issues. And then she said, I believe absolutely that there is something dangerous about this movement and it must be challenged. My position is that this activist movement, in the form that it's currently taking, echoes the very thing that I was warning against in Harry Potter. It goes on and on.
Good for her.
She continued, at the same time, I do not want to make natal girls and women less safe. When you throw open the doors of bathrooms and changing room to any man who believes or feels he's a woman, and as I've said, gender confirmation certifications may not be granted without any surgery or hormone, then you open the door to any and all men who wish to come inside. That's the simple truth.
Yep. I have a question. How many women are converting to men?
A lot. It's I think it's like pretty. Should we look up the stats?
Yeah. This world's fucking over.
Trans women versus men stats.
Unbelievable. The world is over.
Okay, this is National Institute of Health from 2020. The number of individuals seeking sex hormone therapy for gender dysphoria has been increasing. So see, even National Institute of Health calls it gender dysphoria. That'll probably change soon.
Yep.
This is from 2020. The prevalence gender dysphoria has recently been estimated as high as 390 to 460 per 100,000, with a consistently greater prevalence to trans women than trans men. So men turning it into women is higher. We report here, over the past 25 years, there has been a significant increase in the number of individuals seen. The mean age at initiation has remained higher in male to female than in female to male. We've talked about that too. Remember, I read the book about how all these young girls are the ones that are feeling the pressure to turn into men. Remember in middle school and high school, because it like gives them acceptance into the community. Yeah,
where later introverted people, and they want to be liked, and so it's what gets attention and makes them feel better about themselves, rather than getting them into fucking therapy and figuring out why they're unhappy. Look at this
graph. This is the number of patients seeking to initiate hormone therapy year by year. It's a straight shot up, which is crazy. What's this one? Age at initiation of hormone therapy for trans men and women by year. So that's going down. So the age is getting younger by the hormone.
Yes, because they're allowing it to parents. Rather than getting the kids into fucking therapy to wonder why they're feeling confused and they fucking have emotional issues, the parents just get... It's so bad.
So the age for men to male or female to male back in the day was, in 1995, it was 40. And now it's at, what is that, probably 35? So it's dropped, but not, I guess, that much. Look at this one. Percentage of trans men seeking to initiate hormone therapy by year. So in 1990, it was at 0%.
Of course.
To 2020, 55 probably,
it's
right?
Almost
it's right
60.
above 50.
It's almost 60.
That's a huge jump. This is from the National Institute of Health, National Library of Medicine.
Yeah, keep talking about it, making everybody who, when they're young, and confused, because that's what life's all about, and you got to find yourself and figure it out. They keep talking about shoving down your fucking throat with the Hershey bars and everything else, and they want fucking talking about it in school when they're 4 years old or 3 years old, and the parents fucking transgender themselves and give them to little young kids, and whatever. The bottom line is, it's going to become the fucking norm because they're going to be liked. Little Bobby's going to be liked, and that's what's going to happen. It's going to feel good about himself.
Yeah.
Fucking counterproductive. Rather than get your fucking kid in sports, tell your fucking kid the man to fuck up, stop being a fucking pussy, okay? And they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
So two more
Save
things
space
on this, because this was a big thing. So we haven't talked about Dylan Mulvaney, right? I don't think we have.
No.
It's honestly a topic for a whole other time. But
I'm aggravated now.
But Dylan Mulvaney is a trans woman. So used to be a man, now is a woman. And they've been documenting their transition on TikTok. So she called it like
so this is not
300
for attention of followers.
That's exactly what it's
Of course
called,
it
right?
is.
So she called it like the 365 days of girlhood, not even womanhood. And so a lot of people, which honestly we can do a deep dive in another episode, maybe the Patreon or something, because there's so many videos to analyze and it's crazy. But one was trending because she planned her, or he, whatever, however you want to, identify this
When
person.
we grew up, that person was mentally disturbed person that needed help. Okay, and that's the reality.
And so
But instead, you have JK Rowling, who's a fucking billionaire, who obviously knows what she's doing, who's a great writer, very creative. She's the one being shunned. Could you imagine?
by saying, I want to protect women.
Wow,
That's what
how
she's saying.
cool is
Yeah,
that?
That was a vulture or a hawk or something that just flew by.
Boy, she's the one that is obviously bright, obviously successful, built an empire, creative, is a woman.
And liberal. She's saying I'm a feminist.
Right, and a feminist, and she's being ousted, okay, that's why, Bronson, that's why I don't give a fuck what people think. We need to start taking a strong position, people, and stop worrying about what fucking people think about you. If you know you're doing the right thing, that's all that matters. Fuck these retarded fucking people.
Yeah.
They're retarded. I don't mean retarded in the sense of literally down. I mean like fucking moron, idiot, stupid people that have no purpose. These are the same people that are going to be doing putting their vagina juice on their body. Or these are fucking wackadoos. They have no value or meaning to listen to their opinion.
Yeah. So to do like just a quick thing on this Dylan person, because it was trending this week. But they planned their whole 365 days of girl or whatever to like end in International Women's Month. So it like ended this month. So now she's officially been a woman for a year or whatever.
Yeah, all for sponsorships and all for fucking media.
Yeah,
and
it was all for
attention.
because she literally had to celebrate the year thing. They had or he, however we want to call this person,
How about it?
had a show at the Kennedy Center in New York with like all these liberal elites in the audience, like a one-woman show to celebrate the year of being a woman. So it's like it's all narcissistic bullshit.
And if I just want to say one thing: if social media didn't exist, none of this would exist.
Of course,
you know that.
Yeah. So this guy went on Drew Barrymore. This clip was going viral this week because it's International Women's Month. This guy who's pretending to be a woman, actually never pretending to be a woman, he keeps referring to himself as a girl. And so instead of saying 365 days of womanhood or being a woman, he says girl. And he calls himself a girl, not a woman. He's like a 35-year-old man.
A fetish fucking sickness.
Yeah. So he went on Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore had a whole International Women's Day special.
Thank God men work.
With a man as the main focal point. And people were just like freaking out about this because we'll just watch.
I can't imagine anybody.
And when she's holding a hand.
Oh, please.
Are we going to get cut off because we're playing it?
No, this is also a bad audio one. Let me find a better one because it's been all around. Okay, here.
Hatred directed at the trans community right now. It's everywhere. And I think the greatest weapon that I can contribute is trans joy and comedy and talking about hard
Trans joy.
Subjects and really intricate moments of a transition and try to let everybody in to see that, I'm not a monster. I'm not somebody that
No one says that.
Is trying to do anything but be myself. I think having my chosen family and the people that I love to take care of me, but I also think there's something just about making sure that you don't put something out there before you're ready and
But you literally
just
live stream your
surround
entire
yourself
life
with good people. It's
And
interesting
look at
because
her,
I look at
and
someone
look at her
like
holding her
you,
hand.
and I can't imagine anybody disliking you.
Oh, please.
She's on her knees?
Do you want to know, ironically, who dislikes me the most sometimes?
Who?
Myself.
Oh, me too.
Okay, pause.
And
So a lot of people.
Okay. Oh my God. I used to like Drew Barrymore. You ruined it for me.
A
I
lot of
liked
people
her.
were like, to celebrate International Women's Month, Drew Barrymore, a woman, got on her hands and knees to a man to celebrate the man's womanness.
Could you? And
Right?
and then what did people watch this? Our world is done.
Yeah,
China doesn't. They don't have to worry. Russia's nothing to worry about. We're fucking done.
yeah.
Women watch this.
Apparently, only women though. It's daytime television. Daytime television is
Fucking
horrendous.
Okay, that's a trigger, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch this again. Go ahead.
People were just freaking out.
Wait,
Like,
this is
a woman
classic.
is on her knees for a man.
And they're applauding.
To celebrate feminism.
You've asked me now, like,
Look at this.
you've asked me, like, what I would do to combat the hate, right?
Yeah.
But what do you do?
If you read reviews, just like on social media, you are pretty much guaranteed a 50-50. Some like it, some don't. So you've got to be willing to bear down and brace for
God,
it.
I don't like you
And
anymore,
I
Drew
think-
Barrymore.
I think picking your battles too.
Yes.
And sometimes I think the greatest response can just be in the next joyous video or in the next win that you have, because that just goes to show that, like, you are continuing.
What's with
on,
people?
and
Is
whatever
that weak?
Those people are projecting.
Wait, are
onto
people
you,
that
it is
weak?
actually-
Like, you can't, if someone says something bad about you, all right.
Yeah.
Who can, it is, I mean, are people that pathetic?
I mean, this person, Dylan, too, was also a couple months ago invited to the White House to have a conversation with Biden.
course.
Just because they've been doing this. And then this other video popped up over the weekend.
People are fucking weak.
What does
bro.
this say? This is posted yesterday. Dylan Mulvaney pretending to cry on stage about how difficult life is being a woman.
I don't think that he made a mistake with me. And that
Oh, this was during their
maybe
show at the Kennedy Center.
One day I will actually be grateful for being trans. That this isn't some curse, but
Oh,
it's just a
God.
different path.
Oh,
I don't
God,
think that he made a
Bronny.
mistake with me.
Ronnie,
It
this
really is.
your
It's hurtful to
future.
women.
Your future's fucked.
So then this clip was going around. Here's another one. This says
just had my
Dylan
fun.
Mulvaney had a glamorous celebration for his day 365 of womanhood at the Rockefeller Center. Oh, sorry. This is
Dance as a girl, and
People
I
pay to go see
pay
this.
bills, and I'm building up a following. And
But isn't
I
this
feel
crazy? Like, it's all a show,
You know
clearly.
what? I'm feeling lucky. Let's Google my name.
it's all
Oh
a show.
my God. Women are morons.
Yeah.
No, women are morons. Sorry, women. You guys got
But
it.
then this clip, this is from a couple years ago when Dylan, when they were just living as a gay man.
Okay,
not
which
a trans
who gives a
person.
shit?
And they were on the Price is Right.
Prices already, which is a great thing.
And they were just, like, being
$3.99
cringy
and
of the quality's
$5.99.
pretty
Which
bad.
one do you want to keep?
I'm going to keep the $5.99.
Keep $5.99. Something else up here is $5.
Here, I'm going to skip. To, like, they won. And I mean, it's just, they're a cringy gay man, right? But whatever. Clearly a gay man.
Oh, God.
But so this tweet
God.
said, tried for many years to make it and only made it onto The Price is Right. Then he decided to become a girl and suddenly his career exploded. Now he's on every television show.
Yeah,
Literally
great
speaking
point.
to the president, speaking
Great point.
to Biden. It's just crazy. And women are on their knees for him.
Okay. Could you imagine?
So the last
How do you
thing,
not
because-
laugh? How do you not laugh?
Yeah.
No, how does he not look in the mirror and say, oh, people are dumb?
So to go back to the her for she thing, right? And these that whole campaign.
Fucking ridiculous.
So the Daily Wire, which you know, like Ben Shapiro,
Yeah.
we talked about the
Yeah,
Daily
yeah,
Wire
yeah.
a lot. They did this. I'll just show you. This is like their ad. So they tweeted, "Stop giving your money to woke chocolate companies that hate you. Give it to us instead." And they
International Women's Day is upon us again, and I love an international woman. But our friends over at Hershey's, they don't even know what a woman is. They've hired a biological male to be the spokesperson for their Women's Day campaign, and they're calling that campaign, and I swear I'm not making this up, Hershey. Hershey. It's humiliating, and it's the reason that I'm launching Jeremy's chocolate. We have two kinds, she, her, and he, him. One of them's got nuts. If you need me to tell you which one it is, keep giving your money to Hershey's. But if you're tired of giving your money to woke corporations that hate you, and you're looking for a delicious chocolate bar from a company that actually wants your business, head over to IHateHershey's.com and order Jeremy's chocolate today.
So
International
they
Women's
created a chocolate company, the Daily Wire, which is the media organization, created a
That's
chocolate
great.
company, and they're selling she, her, like how everyone does their pronouns, she, her, and he, him. So they're doing a she, her, and a he, him because they're saying there's only two genders, and
one is
and that
nuts.
The he, him has nuts.
Okay,
in it because
but-
only
but
men
isn't
have
that
nuts.
great?
It's
I
funny.
think it's very clever.
Yeah.
Can we order it?
Yeah, you can order some. So this is the website. Isn't it funny? So the she, her says nutless, and the he, him says
but
nuts.
that's great.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
It's very funny. Yeah,
How much wow,
a 4-pack
cheap.
is $25.
Wow, not cheap.
10-pack is $50.
They look
45.
good.
Jeremy's Chocolate Binary, it's called.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
But it's so fucked up.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny that they that they
and international, and because they have an international woman. That's what international women should be like, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God, Bronny, this world, you guys are done.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know what. There's not much to talk about yet because this is coming out on
Oh,
Monday.
I'm so
and we're
upset
recording
with
this
Drew
Sunday,
Barrymore. I
but-
loved her in 50 First Dates.
Well,
she was
she's
so
always
cute.
she's been a hippie for a long
Okay,
time.
I'm okay with that, but that whole fucking getting the knee, and you can't take it back.
Yeah. So
Ron, that's pathetic.
Trump tweeted, or not tweeted, but on his own platform, Truth, whatever they would call it, he said that he's going to be arrested on Tuesday.
That's what they're saying.
Have you seen that?
They're
So
saying.
I don't really know what. Let's see. Let's go just to AP. Let's see. Trump claimed on Saturday that his arrest is imminent, and he issued an extraordinary call for supporters to protest as a New York grand jury investigated hush money payments to women who alleged sexual encounters. Even as Trump's lawyer and spokesperson said there had been no communication from prosecutors, Trump declared on a post on his social media platform that he expects to be taken into custody on Tuesday. Do you see all these fucking ads that are popping
It's
up?
only because it's Trump. That's all it is. They fear him.
His message seemed designed to preempt a formal announcement from prosecutors and galvanize outrage. Do you think that he? I mean, that'd be crazy.
That's what I
if he was
heard.
arrested.
But don't you think they tried to get him in every way?
Right, but it never has actually happened. So
Yeah,
it'd
and
be
they're not
crazy
going to win. They're
if
doing
it
this
actually-
again
if he
because they
actually got
fear
arrested.
him. It's all political.
Or he's just bullshitting and wants people to like.
No, I don't think he's bullshitting. I think it's going to happen.
I don't think he will be. I don't think he'll be arrested. But we'll see. I just wanted to.
Look at David Cohen.
But
Oh
what was
my
it?
God.
It was for like
Michael,
his
whatever
Stormy
his name.
Daniels money, right? This says.
But why can't people reach settlements all the time? People do that all the time. You pay someone for a gag order, confidentiality. You sit out of the court. It's confidential. Why
Can
can't
I
they
pay
do
you
it?
for any of your service?
You could pay anyone. Say, I want you to keep quiet. Here's money. Don't say a word.
Right. What's an
Just
NDA? If not
I
that?
know, but people. It's done all the time.
But I mean, it must be illegal if it's going
Who
to the court.
really? It must be if they're going to Trump. Give me a fucking break. Look what they did to
But
Trump with
wouldn't
the
the judge
papers.
just throw it out if it was not? If it
No
was
judges.
completely
You don't
legal?
think fucking judges are anti-Trump? Whatever. There's corruption everywhere you go.
In the final weeks,
Look at that. Perfect.
in the final week of the election, Donald Trump's lawyer tried to buy the silence of a porn actress who said she had a sexual encounter. More than 6 years later, New York prosecutors could be close to deciding whether Trump should face charges in connection with that payoff, and it could be the first criminal case brought against the former president. Thursday's news that the Manhattan District Attorney invited Trump to testify before a grand jury.
Give me a
I
break.
wanna know
It's a
what
wa-
the
it's a
law
wa-
is.
It's a waste of taxpayer dollars. You're not going to know the real law because they're going to
Trump
tell you.
has denied wrongdoing and that he had any extramarital affairs, but that's also not illegal, right? Is
Not
that
illegal. Nope.
To,
No,
to be
not
adulterous?
illegal. Nope.
No? What is this case about? The investigation centers on hush money payments. Specifically, the district attorney's team appears to be looking at whether Trump or anyone committed crimes in arranging the payments or in the way they accounted for them internally at the Trump organization.
give me a break.
So that, I guess, if they use campaign funds, maybe then that's illegal.
He didn't use You think Trump used campaign funds for fuck? He's a billionaire. If he's going to pay someone off, give me a break.
But because maybe if you use it as campaign funds, you don't have to report it on something. Or, I don't know.
But this is didn't they talk about the Mueller report and everything else? They stormed his
here
place.
It says, yeah. Cohen paid porn actress Stormy Daniels $130,000 through a shell company that he set up. He was then reimbursed by Trump, whose company logged the reimbursements as legal expenses. Earlier in 2016, Cohen also arranged for former Playboy model Karen McDougall to be paid $150,000 by the publisher of the supermarket tabloid, The National Enquirer, which squelched her story in a journalistically dubious practice known as catch and kill. Trump's company, the Trump Organization, grossed up Cohen's reimbursement for the Daniels payment for tax purposes, according to federal prosecutors who filed criminal charges against the lawyer. Cohen got $360,000 plus a $60,000 bonus for a total of $420,000. He pled guilty to violating federal campaign finance law in connection with the payments. Federal prosecutors say the payments amounted to illegal, unreported assistance to the campaign, but they declined to file charges against Trump himself. So I guess that's I don't know. I don't even know what
Good
any of
luck
that
with
means
it.
either.
You don't think Trump's going to destroy that one? It's all they want to do is indict him, get him arrested so they could say they're just afraid of him running. He's not winning anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's all anti-Trump, and the Democrats are just in on this. The Republicans are in on it as well.
Yeah.
Let's do a fatherly advice and wrap it up.
Oh, I didn't have one ready. Give me a sec.
Get in?
I forgot about it.
Really? People rely on that shit, brother.
Well, no, I'll get one. But
I don't understand. It's just a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. It makes zero sense. And they keep doing it. They just fear the guy and fear the guy.
Sure, we got to do a quick one because we got to.
No problem, buddy.
Let's see.
It's all good.
that one's a serious one. We'll save that for another time. That one's like a really serious one. Okay, I mean, this is a simple one, I think. This is from Casey. It says, "Hey, Jon and Bron, I've been listening to your podcast since episode 13, and I love your guys' banter.
Oh, thank you.
There are people that think the same way as I do. On to my situation. I'm 24, and I've never been in a relationship. I've never been great at meeting new people and making friends. I don't have any friends from high school that I still talk to, and only made one good friend from college. Still great friends, but she is basically my sister, but we live 2 hours away. It's hard to see each other, and by this summer, she's moving to a different state. I want to meet new people and hopefully meet a guy also because I do feel lonely since everyone I know at this age has been in a relationship and is getting married. I guess I'm asking, what advice do you have for a 24-year-old woman on how to meet people?"
You're in a much better position than I am than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. You just have to go out.
You have to get out there.
You
and put
can't
yourself out
meet
there.
someone on your couch. You can only meet someone in public. So the only answer is go out in public, whatever that means. If you want to meet a guy who's into football, go to football games or go to a football bar, right? If you want to meet a guy who's into books, go to a library or go to a bookstore.
All right, so
Like,
there's a
that's
couple
literally
things.
it. Just go out.
Right. So you have to find out what you're interested in. You have to look around. There are social events. If you live there, if you pick up the newspaper or if you Google events in whatever your city. For example, Bronson and his friends, they do a kickball league on every Thursday. If you are, let's say, Jewish, you can just see what the local Hillel is doing, or the JCC,
Or your church.
or your church. Right. There are so many things you do. There are plenty of organizations out there. There are plenty of social events out there. There's speed dating events out there, Bronny. Right. There's so many things today that are out there that are within reach. Than when Mom and I were growing up. It was very different. So I think, Casey, you just need to find what you start Googling things in your local area, make a conscious effort. And if you like, for example, are you a runner? You know, they have these running groups.
Right. In Miami, we have a thing called Brickell Run Club, and there's like 100 people in it, more. And every Wednesday, they all meet and go on a run together, and it's become a social club.
Right, because
they all go out to a bar
what
after.
happens is you have a commonality. So the minute you join, if like whether it's a kickball or a church organization or whatever it might be, or the running club, the minute you with those people, you have a commonality. So that breaks the ice. So you have a similar interest. That's what you need to do. And Casey, it's very easy.
And just force yourself. I know it's uncomfortable and feels weird or whatever, but force yourself to go out. And then once you're out, just talk to people. Just walk up to someone, a girl or a guy, if you want to have a friend or a boyfriend or whatever.
Say hi.
Just walk up and say hi. Like literally.
Where are you from?
I've met half of my best friends now. Right, like one of my closest friends.
You met him at a Jewish function.
I met at a bar. He's a guy. I met at a bar. We were just both hanging out at the bar, and we just struck up a conversation. And now most of my friends and most
you
of his
actually
friends
went to that event. It was a Jewish event.
Yeah.
You went to go meet a girl to see what's going on.
It was for a dating app, and so I went with another friend of mine to a dating app, and I ended up standing next to this guy, and we were just talking like, oh, that girl's cute, and now that guy Tony is one of my best friends. I hang out with him every weekend.
Correct.
For the last year. Right. So like literally, and now his friends are my friends and my friends are his friends. So now we all
have a nice group, and it was
literally just because I was at a bar and I just was standing next to him and I just turned to him and I just struck up a conversation.
I agree.
That's literally how you have to do it. That's
Casey,
and then
it's
one of
very
our other
easy,
friends,
actually. Yeah.
Ariana, one of my other friends, who is also, she's fully in our friend group, hang out with her every single weekend. She became friends with us because one of my friends, Sarah, was walking her dog on the street in Brickell one day, and Ariana just said, I'm new here, I need to meet new people, and she walked up to Sarah and struck up a conversation with her based on Sarah's dog because she thought it was cute, and now Sarah and Ariana are some of our best friends in the friend group.
Yep.
It's like that's literally how it happens.
But if you're not,
dating apps, that's the other
yeah,
thing.
but
if you want
that's
to date.
tougher, I think, though.
But if she like wants to meet a guy and she feels like she can't do it, she's uncomfortable to just go to a bar and meet someone, then just go on the apps, and then it's easier.
But there's organizations out there, like you said, the running thing. There's things to do. We don't necessarily get them off the couch. We don't necessarily. You might build a relationship over time with these people, so you don't have to, But I think it's pretty easy, Casey. If Bronson's correct, you just have to put yourself out there and find what it is you want to do.
Yeah, that's really it. So, all
right.
I mean, that's the simple
Ronnie,
answer.
love you.
Love you too.
Everybody, talk to you soon.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me.
The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.